All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay. How are you today? I am
Happy and you?
I am happy too, and I am okay. So nice to meet you today. So, what did you eat for breakfast?
เป็นเฉียวเลยChicken.
Chicken. What else?
ไม่รู้
Milo.
ข้าวเช้าไม่รู้
Okay, Milo. Cereals.
Carrot.
Carrot.
แตงโม
Apple. Wow, you are eating healthy foods. Very good.
แตงโม
What is mango? Watermelon. Yes, very good. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Again, yes, we are. Okay. Okay, allow me to share my screen. So again, welcome back to our online class, everyone. Our topic for today or for this week is all about the features of living and non-living things. Okay, so again, the features of living and non-living things. Okay, our subject is science and this is for grade 2. Okay, so everyone get ready. All right, so let us read the vocabulary words. Okay, you just need to follow teacher. Okay, so I muted everyone so that it won't be noisy. So number 1, natural. Natural. Number 2, living. Again, living. Number 3, man-made. Again, man-made. Number 4, feature. Feature. Number 5, grow. Grow. Number 6, move. Move. Number 7, change. Change. Number 8, reproduce. Reproduce. Number 9, breed. Breed. Number 10, adult. Adult. Okay, so let's move on to spelling. Let's start first with Nana. Okay, Nana, please unmute yourself and spell number 1 and number 2. Spell natural.
N-A-U-R-A-L.
Natural.
Natural.
All right, number 2, living. L.
L-I-V-I-N-G.
Living.
Living.
All right, very good.
Living.
Thank you so much, Nana. Okay. Next, ozone, please spell number 3. Man-made. M.
M-A-N-M-A-D-E.
Very good. Man-made.
Money.
Very good. Okay. How about number 4, feature? Okay, ozone again. Number 4, feature.
F-E-T-U-R-E.
Very good. Feature.
Teacher.
Again, feature. Fee. Letter F.
Teacher.
Very good. Feature. All right. Thank you, ozone. Okay, let's move on to Tawan. Okay, Tawan, please unmute yourself to spell number 5. Grow. Letter G.
R-O-W.
Grow.
Grow.
All right. Number 6, spell move.
M-O-V-E. Blue.
Move. Letter M. Move.
Move.
Yes. Move.
Move.
Okay, very good, Tawan. How about?
Teacher.
Okay, please unmute yourself. Panchapal.
No, ไม่เป็น teacher.
Panchapal,
ไม่เป็น
spell number 7. Letter C,
E
H,
F
A,
A
N,
N
G.
E T A
Next, thank you, Panchapal. How about Prewa? Okay, Prewa, please unmute yourself. Spell number 8. Reproduce. Letter R,
I
E, D, U, C, E. Okay, follow teacher. Reproduce. Produce. All right, very good. Next, May. Okay, please spell number 9. Read. Letter B,
B R E E D
very good. Breed.
green
Okay. Number 10, adult. Okay, please spell adult. A,
A D
U,
A D U L T
T. Very good. Adult. So those are the vocabulary words of our topic for this week. Okay, so let's move on to the discussion. All right. So again, the features of living and non-living things. Okay, there are many different things around us. Okay, whether they are natural or man-made. We call those things surroundings. Okay, so we call those things as surroundings. Okay, if we observe our surroundings, we can sort things into two main groups. Okay, so they are the living things and non-living things. Again, living things and non-living things. Okay, so let's see what is non-living things and living things. Okay, so let's start first with living things. Okay, so what are the features of living things? Okay, so there are many living things around us, such as humans, animals, and plants. To tell if they are living things or not, we can find out from these features. Okay, so these are the key features of the living things. Okay, so number 1, they have to breathe or else they will die. Okay, so the living things are breathing. Number 2, they need food and water for living. Okay, so the living things need food and water. Okay. Number 3, they can move themselves freely. Okay, so the living things can move. So we can dance, we can walk, or we can swim. Number 4, they breed for their young. Okay, so they breed or they can reproduce. Okay, they can have their babies. Okay, so look at this. All right, next, number 5, they grow. Okay, so living things can grow. So we can grow taller, right? Or we can grow bigger. Number 6, they react to stimuli. So we have reactions, right? So we can react to everything around us. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, the fish reacts to these stimuli, to these worms. All right, number 7, they get rid of their body waste. Okay, so this is the body waste of the fish. So they get rid of that waste. So those are the key features of living things. Okay, so the living things are those things that are alive. Okay, next. All right, so we have more explanations of living things. Need air, food, and water for their living. Okay, so all living things need air for breathing, food and water for living and growing up. So if they do not get enough food and water, they cannot grow and may die. Okay, so what happened to the living things if they are not going to have food and water? They will not grow and they will die. Okay, so we have here an example. So we have a giraffe. Okay, so giraffe feeds on leaves. Okay, so that is the food of giraffes. All right, next, zebras breathe through their nose. Okay, so they breathe through their nose like us. Right, so zebras uses their nose to. Next, plants need water for living. Okay, so these plants need water for living. Next, number 2, living things react to stimuli. So again, all living things, whether humans, plants, or animals, react to stimuli. So they will change their behaviors to respond to the environment so that they can survive. Okay, so we have here an example. So millipedes curl its body when touched, right? So this is a millipede. Okay, so if, for example, you touch that, it will curl and will turn into like this. Okay, so that is how they react. Okay, how about a plant? Okay, so plant bend themselves toward the light. Okay, so the plant will bend themselves toward the sunlight. Okay. Next, a cat hisses at a dog to keep it away. All right, so this cat hisses to a dog or at a dog to keep that dog away. Right, next, we have here a Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica folds its leaves when touched. Okay, so this is the mimosa. Okay, it will fold its leaves when you touch them. Okay, so that's how they react. Next, number 3, living things can move and change their places. So again, like what I've said, we can move to other place. Okay. So humans and animals can change their positions by themselves. So example, a man walk, right? Yes or no? So us humans can walk, dogs can run, and birds can fly. Right? Plants cannot change their positions, but they can move themselves. All right. So as you can see, the plants cannot walk, but they can also move themselves. So examples, they bend their stalks to the light. Some plants fold their leaves when they are touched, like the mimosa lately. All right. So as you can see, a cheetah moves by itself. So this cheetah can run. Okay, so it can move to another place. Next, a seagull uses its wings for flying. Right. Next, a Venus flytrap closes its leaves. Okay, so it closes the leaves. So those are how the living things react to stimuli. All right. Next, another one. Living things have to get rid of waste. So all living things have to remove their body waste. Okay, for humans and animals, they are in a form of sweat, urine, and feces. Okay. So for plants, they are in a form of gases and water vapor through the stomata, or what we call transpiration. So we can see a plant here. All right. So a plant breathes through transpiration. Okay. So a plant transpire. Right. And we have here also a dog lets go of waste. Okay. So there. All right. So living things breathe and grow. Okay, so all kinds of living things reproduce their young to keep their species going. So these youngs will gradually grow into adults. Then they will be able to breed their own young. Okay, so we have here an example. So we have a tomato. So from seed and then it grows until it became an adult tomato. Now this tomato will be able to breed its own young. Okay, so from this tomato, we can get a seed again. And so the species will keep going. Okay. Next, how an animal grows. So we have here a chick, okay, until it grows into a mother hen. Okay, now they already have a egg. And this egg will become a chick also and will grow into adult. Okay. And so they will reproduce and reproduce. All right. So those are the features of the living things. Now let's move on to the features of non-living things. Okay. So when we say non-living things, these are the things that do not grow, do not breathe, and doesn't have a life, right? So non-living things do not share the key features of living things. So here are some examples of non-living things. Okay, so first one, do not breathe. Okay, so this teddy bear do not breathe because this is a non-living thing. Next, do not need food and water. So the teddy bear or this toy do not need food and next, do not have body waste. Okay, next, they do not grow, right? So they are not growing bigger, they are not growing taller. Do not react to stimuli. So this teddy bear do not react to stimuli. That's why it is not reacting to the snake, right? They do not reproduce. They are not going to reproduce. They are not going to make their own young. So they cannot make a family. They cannot make their own baby, right? Next, cannot move by themselves. Okay, so they cannot move by themselves. So as you can see, this teddy bear is just sitting there and it cannot walk. It cannot go to other place. While this living thing or this child can walk and can dance. All right, so we have here a summary. So the key features of living things and non-living things are completely opposite. So we can compare their differences as follows. Okay, so again, we have here living things and non-living things. So the first one is need air for breathing for living things, while the non-living things do not. Okay. Next, number two, need food and water for living. Okay. And the non-living things do not need food and water. Next, number three, they reproduce. Do not reproduce. Number four, they grow and get bigger. So they grow and get bigger. While in non-living things, do not grow and get bigger. Next, number five, get rid of body waste. Okay, while in non-living things, they do not have body waste. Next, number six, so move by themselves. So the living things can move by themselves, while the non-living things cannot move by themselves, right? Next, number seven, react to stimuli, right? So the living things can react to stimuli, while non-living things do not react. Okay, so we have here an example. So living things are dogs, plants, and humans. Okay, and non-living things, we have here an example. We have bags, shoes, and teacups, right? So these are the examples of living things and non-living things. So please open your book to page 20. All right, so in page 20, color the pictures of living things.